Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, it must be because we are right here. So, you saw the title, Raid. Remember those old Raid commercials where they would spray the roach with the bug spray and it would go, Raid! And then they blow up. The whole family of roaches and bugs and shit, and then they would just blow up. Well, I think that's the perfect title for this live stream because, as you all know, former President Donald Trump, his Mar-a-Lago, Florida estate was raided by the FBI. He wasn't home. I think he was in New York or something like that. But they raided his home. And so many things wrong with that. So many. I was looking at this. I was reading stories and listening to clips and articles and stuff. I didn't even get to a good gun segment for today, so forgive me. I'll get back on that tomorrow. But I don't like the feeling. I don't like that. This feels un-American. This feels like some third world shithole that deals with dictatorial behavior like this. This does not feel American. When the fuck does this kind of stuff happen? When has this ever happened before? Did the FBI go raid the Clintons' house? Did they do that? How many tens of thousands of emails did that bitch erase or delete? Did they go raid her house? No. Have they raided Hunter's house? No. Have they raided Joseph's house? No. But you raid Donald Trump's house for what? For some January 6th bullshit? Were you looking for guns? Were you looking for drugs? Were you looking for papers? Why did you raid a former president of the United States house? And why didn't you do it when he was there? You afraid he would have stood there in his driveway and told you to fuck off? This is a terrible feeling. This day is worse than January 6th. This gives me a worse feeling than January 6th. That fucking charade of a hearing. Fuck. Liz Cheney, is it her husband or something? Somebody connected to her is connected to Hunter Biden. I believe her husband or somebody close, somebody in her orbit is his fucking attorney. Conflict of interest, anyone. Isn't she the same Liz Cheney that hugged a now I'm only using this word because this is the word that they use. But didn't she hug a witness? Didn't she hug that lying sack of shit that said somebody told somebody that told her that some shit happened? She wasn't even there for it. Can you be a witness if you're not a witness? I don't understand that shit. But when she got off the stand after she lied and perjured herself, the one that said that Trump grabbed the wheel and then with its other hand, he grabbed his Secret Service agent by his clavicles. I've never met a Secret Service agent in my life. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say any Secret Service man or woman could kick the shit out of the president, no matter who he was. So I doubt they're going to let the president hold them up against the inside of a vehicle with one hand while he grand theft autos with the other hand. But when that woman got off the stand after she lied, Liz Cheney hugged her. So one of the I'd say she's more in charge of the January 6 hearings, that committee, than that Benny Thompson dumbass who's supposed to be the head of it. The one who kicked off the January 6 hearings with the story about lynchings in Mississippi. What are we talking about here? Is this a January 6 hearing or a 1955 Mississippi hearing? Because neither one of those have anything to do with each other. Like my dad would say, son, that has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. So why are you bringing up some stories about lynchings in Mississippi where you grew up at the January 6th hearing? This shit made me so fucking mad. And if they'll do that to him, what do you think they'll do to you? We're nobodies. We weren't the leader of the free world. We're not billionaires. They want to stop Trump from getting back in office to help us. What else do we need to know? They hate us as much as we hate them. The only difference is we have a reason to hate them. We have a damn good reason to hate them. They raided a former fucking president's house. Let that shit sink in for a minute. For what? What did they find? Nothing. And I hope this is the biggest shot in their own foot. You know, you hear about somebody shooting themselves in the foot. I hope they just blew their foot off. Because if you don't take this as a big fuck you, you're part of them. Because that's what this is. They're letting us know you are next. We hired 87,000 IRS agents, and then we raided the former president's house. Fuck a red flag. These are maroon flags. They don't want him in there because they know he's going to help us. They know he's going to fight for us, and they know he's going to put America first. And America first means cutting a lot of ties. America first means shining a light on the bullshit. I remember one time when I was a young wild man, and it was the next day after I'd been out partying all night. I used to smoke cigarettes. And I came outside and I opened my front door, and you know, you got to close one eye. You're like, shit. Sun is bright at 1 PM. Shit. Huh? That's how it needs to be on them. Trump is going to shine that light on them. They are a bunch of bloodsuckers, and he is about to open the blinds and shine light on all of them. That's why they're doing it. They're trying to discredit him. They're trying to find some legal loophole where they can stop him from running for president. They don't care about justice. They don't care about the truth. They care about their power and their influence and not pissing off the people that put them there. I'm not talking about you, the voters. I'm talking about the lobbyists. I'm talking about the corporations. I'm talking about China having their chopsticks all the way up their ass. That's what I'm talking about. That's what they care about, not us. Why during inflation and a recession, I don't care what they call it, why would you hire that many, damn near 90,000 IRS agents? What does the IRS do? Who are they going to do it to? I could not fucking believe that. They had no reason to do that. And the judge, Mr. Bruce Reinhart, Judge Reinhart, he worked with Jeffrey Epstein. He quit being a judge, went into private practice to a firm that represented a convicted pervert. Who else was connected to Epstein? Ah, damn. Husband, wife, they got one ugly ass daughter. The man, he liked to come on dresses that didn't belong to his wife. And the wife, she's a money-hungry, murderous, tyrannical bitch. What's that family name? Clinton, that's right. Don't you got pictures of Clinton hanging out with Epstein? Wasn't Clinton's name on the flight records? Because you have to put down who's on a private airplane. So wasn't he flying back and forth to Pervert Island Why did they raid his shit? I thought the FBI was supposed to do legal, lawful stuff. I didn't know that they were the personal police force of the president. I didn't know that you could weaponize the FBI and aim it at whoever you wanted. I thought the FBI worked for us. Let's see, Obama weaponized the IRS to go after his political enemies, and now Biden is weaponizing the FBI to do the same thing. Where do they do this? They don't do that shit in America. This is some banana boat republic bullshit. This happens in one of the countries where they send the t-shirts of the teams that didn't win the championship. That kind of shit doesn't happen here. And if it happens here, it doesn't happen right out in the open, right in your face. Fuck you, voter. You're a bunch of pussies. You ain't going to do nothing. You know how many times we open hand slapped the public in the face and they didn't do shit? We took away their lives for 2 years. They didn't do shit. We fucked their kids up. They didn't do shit. We take their money and send it over to places where our crooked ass kids were doing business to launder it, and they don't do shit. We left $85 billion to the Taliban in weaponry. They didn't do shit. Shout out to my man Gian. He sent me something today. Let me read this shit. Let me make sure I get it right. Like my dad would tell me, man, I'm mad as a wet hen. Here it is. There it is. It says, if you ever feel useless, just remember the USA took 4 presidents, thousands of lives, trillions of dollars in 20 years to replace the Taliban with the Taliban. We bailed out, left them $90 billion in guns and bullets and supplies and night vision and helicopters. They have a better military than some countries do. We did that shit. They didn't do nothing. We didn't kick the border doors open. We took the border doors off the hinges. Ring the dinner bell. Come on up. Whether you're from South America or from China or some Arab country that hates us, just come through the southern border and you are in, player. I don't care if you're a 25-year-old healthy male. We'll let you right in here. Sure, you come from a country where in recent history, the age of consent was 12. It doesn't matter. Come on down. Because we ain't going to do shit. We have the most horrible top 3 in U.S. history. One of those bitches is called the border czar, and she's never been to the border. The other one, her husband drives under the influence, wrecks cars and injures citizens, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. We're willing to trade for a jackass who brought weed to Russia. Put us back in the Paris Accord. Put us back in the Iran deal. Shut down the Keystone Pipeline, but made sure Russia's pipeline was up and running. Why do they do that? Because we ain't gonna do shit. We've proven it time and time again. They're emboldened. They're brave. Why not? What do kids do once they find out their parents ain't going to do shit? They walk right over them. They talk to them crazy. They hit them. They steal from them. They disrespect them. They shoulder check them in the hall when they're walking down the hallway. What you going to do, bitch? So we've emboldened them by not doing nothing. So what are we going to do in November? Why should they be afraid of November? Why should they be afraid of November? They can kill us, burn our cities down, take our jobs away, and basically throw away a year of school for our kids. And put them in masks all day while they're playing and breathing that CO2 right back in their own face. Poke us with some experimental shit. Threaten to take your livelihood if you don't. So why should they be afraid of November? Why should they not have a problem with raiding a former president's house? For what? You ain't going to find shit. There ain't shit there to find. They have a hearing for some shit he told them not to do. He said, go down there and protest peacefully, air your grievances. Isn't that what we're supposed to do? Isn't that what the Constitution tells us to do? This doesn't feel right. This feels foreign. This feels wrong. This kind of shit doesn't happen. Coincidence. The first president we've ever had that flipped them the bird gets raided by the FBI. The first one we have that said, fuck you, America first. Let me take a look at your books and see what you've been doing wrong. Called them out. Called them names. Told Hillary Clinton to her face, if I was president, you would be in jail, you fucking harpy. Told her to her face, I ain't scared of you. I'm going to come up here and do what I want to do. I'm going to tweet fucked up shit. I don't care what you say. You kick me off of Twitter, I'll start my own. That's a problem to them. He's the bull in their China shop. He's turning around, knocking shit off the counters, breaking shit on the ground, and don't even care. He is a threat. He is a direct threat because he puts us first. He cares about Americans. Why would the American government get mad at somebody that cares about the American people? Explain that shit to me. Why do we got these fucking artifacts still in office in their 80s and 90s? They don't love government. They don't love politics. And they certainly don't love us. So why the fuck are you still working in the twilight of your life? You about to die. You about to die, you rotten bitch. You're in your 80s and your 90s. The Reaper is coming for you. Why are you spending your last days in D.C.? Why are you not spending time with your grandkids, or in your case, your great-great-great-great-grandkids? Maxine Waters, Pelosi, Schumer, you crooked fucks, you rhinos who are worse than them. You are worse than them. If they're the ones bending us over the barrel, the rhinos are squeezing the KY jelly into their hand. You're complicit in this, you monsters. You didn't stand up and say shit when they were trying to railroad Trump with some bullshit impeachment for a phone call, that he released the transcripts to. Hold up. You can potentially get in big trouble for a phone call that you made. So would you be the one to release the transcripts if it was going to fuck you over? No. January 6th. These motherfuckers, Kamala Harris, that cackling whore, she said that January 6th was worse than 9/11. Thank you, miss. Pack it up. Go home. There's nothing. No. Quiet. Reach over, grab her lips, and hold it. Shut the fuck up. There's nothing else we need to hear from you because you just said the stupidest shit in human history. That January 6th was worse than 9/11. There's nothing more to say. You're too fucking stupid to talk. You're too dumb to listen to. You just proved it because you let that shit come out of the hole under your nose. The judge that signed the warrant for Trump's house to be raided was a lawyer for Jeffrey Epstein. No, Hollywood didn't write this. No, it's not a made-for-TV movie. This is life. Do they not know that we all have computers in our pocket and we can look this shit up? Man, oh man. November. If there isn't the longest line of unemployed politicians coming out of Washington, D.C. in November, then we don't deserve shit. Then it's our fault. Then the blame goes from them to us. Couldn't believe that shit. Robert Crawford, thank you. America first. Democrats put Americans last. Yes. They need us to be dependent on them. They need us to be firmly latched to their engorged, veiny federal teat from cradle to grave. Anything that comes in between that is a problem, and it must be destroyed, even if it's us. You know how when you have, if that even makes sense, it's like when you have kids and your kid does something dangerous that hurts them and you get mad at him. Why are you getting mad at me? Because you could have hurt yourself. I love you so much that if you try to hurt yourself, I will get mad at you, if that makes sense. If you try to hurt yourself, I'll get pissed at you. They can't have us doing for ourselves, thinking for ourselves, providing for ourselves. That makes them obsolete. That makes them unnecessary. They can't have that. They've done too many favors. They've gotten in bed with too many people. They sold too many of our secrets to fucking China. They can't go. Because if they go, then whoever they're in bed with, whoever they owe, will blow the fucking whistle. They don't give a shit about us. You just hear Nancy Pelosi's stupid ass say that China was a great democracy? Bitch, do you have any blood inside of you, or is it all vodka? If you cut her finger, vodka will come out, not blood. Just fucking vodka. That cheap plastic jug vodka. Well, Jericho, why wouldn't she buy Belvedere or Grey Goose, something expensive? She has money. She might have money on the outside, but she's a disgusting piece of shit on the inside that likes cheap vodka. You've got to be the dumbest person in the world, the same China that was ready to shoot your crusty ass out of the sky. Now you turn around and say they're a great democracy. Is this making sense to anybody? Do you know how much they fucking hate us? She's complimenting our enemy. China's a great democracy. That's what she said, you slurring, drunk, lush bitch, you. You and your drunk ass, drug-addled fucking husband. You notice in his crash, they said he was under the influence. They didn't say he was drunk. Both cars in the accident were totaled. So you were fucked up speeding down the road and you almost killed somebody. But she has time to go over to Italy and pull her big, liver-spotted, wrinkled, dusty titties out. Emotionless, heartless. People are over here floundering. And they don't fucking care. She's talking about China's a good democracy. You're a dumbass. And has Biden said shit about this? Has he said shit about his FBI raiding the home of a former president? You got anything to say about it, you senile old son of a bitch? Oh no, he can't, guys, because he can't put his fucking jacket on. You seen that video? Came out yesterday. He couldn't. Check this out. He gets off of Air Force One. Number one, his pant legs were all like on top of, it was all fucked up. It looked like he got dressed laying down. Pant legs are all fucked up. Doesn't that feel weird to you if you got boots on and your pants are all scrunched on the top of your boot? Don't you pull them up and let them down so they lay over your boot? Pants fucked up. Glasses down, wearing a mask outside. Wearing a mask, glasses on his mask like this, not bifocals, sunglasses. Who the fuck wears their sunglasses like this? Sunglasses down on his mask, can't put his jacket on, pants all fucked up. His wife / orderly / nurse has to come help him put his jacket on. Then he takes a few steps and his glasses fall off of his face. Somebody come get this motherfucker and put him in a nursing home and stop abusing him. You are putting this man in situations he's not prepared for. He's not even the same dude. Look at a picture of Biden from 10 years ago. That ain't the same fucking man. So has he got anything to say about this travesty? This miscarriage of justice? This abuse of power? Has he said anything? He probably don't even fucking know it happened. He's probably still trying to get through a bowl of oatmeal right now. This motherfucker ain't prepared to run the free world. He can't put his jacket on, guys. So if you have problems dressing yourself, am I going to make you the head of prenatal heart surgery? No, because you can't handle the little shit. You can't get dressed. Your wife nurse, you're worse. That's what she is. Jill Biden is a worse. She's a wife nurse. She got to help you put your fucking coat on. Hey, he had the one arm through, then he's trying to fish around here and find that other arm. We've all been there. You know what you do? You stop, regroup, and put your fucking jacket on. You don't keep going like this for fucking 2 minutes straight. You ain't gonna get it, Joe. Regroup. Regroup. Fuck. And if we're shaking our heads in shame of this motherfucker, what do you think the rest of the world is doing? The part of the world that depends on us, they're crying. The part of the world that hates us, they're laughing hysterically. Don't you ever play the national anthem when that fool comes out. Don't you dare disrespect our national anthem. Don't you disrespect the people of this country. You know what you need to fucking play every time he comes out to the podium? Every time he comes to speak. Remember that shit? Remember Benny Hill? The Keystone Cops couldn't do shit? And they's playing it in fast forward. That better be what you fucking play for him when he comes out, because he deserves nothing else. How are you going to sick the FBI on a former president? You got 9 other motherfuckers you could have done that to. Trump is who you choose? Queen Ma at Girl TV. Thank you for the Twompski. Jericho Green, facts. This is Banana Republic crap. The corrupt rogue FBI are the true criminals here. They are covering for the Biden crime family with this sham raid. Exactly. Mic drop. He's looking out for his own. He's trying to keep the heat off his crack smoking, child molesting, money laundering piece of dog shit son. And his daughter's all fucked up too. Remember, she left her diary talking about, I remember taking a shower with my dad. That was inappropriate. Did we forget about that? Fucking cocksuckers. Cocksuckers, all of them. They're going to sit up there, the American people. You don't fucking care about the American people. We're a means to an end for you. Hunter Biden's crack pipe. Thank you for the twomp. Hey, Hunter Biden's crack pipe. Did Hunter buy you? Or are you one of the $33 million worth of crack pipes that his father handed out for free? The list of stupidity goes on and on and on. You rotten bastards. Hold on. Make sure I got all the super dupers in here. I don't want to leave nobody out. Saw Hamilton in here somewhere. Saw Hamilton in here somewhere. Just, I mean, it just don't feel right. It's like we need to take a shower after this. This ain't American. This don't feel right. This ain't us. This is not us. We don't do this kind of shit. Did you? I know that there are times when we should take the high road. Be like, that's not right. Two wrongs don't make a right. What's up, Just Me? Thanks for the Hamilton. I sure appreciate that. But I hope that if Trump runs again, he released a little commercial, almost like a campaign ad. He hasn't said officially, but I hope that if Trump runs, not only did I hope he politically kicks the shit out of Joe Biden, I hope he knocks butterscotch pudding out of his fucking mouth politically. But when he wins, I hope he goes on a vengeance tour. Destroy all of these fuckers. Never mind draining the swamp, nuke the swamp. All these crooked fuckers who locked us down, all these crooked ass politicians who are in bed with China, and China has at least 2 fingers to the knuckles in their disgusting vaginas, they better be gone. These people must be expelled. There need to be term limits, and it can't be up to no fucking Senate and Congress. We can't allow them to vote on their own demise. What do you think they're going to vote? Yes on term limits or no? That shit needs to be on us. We need to vote that in. I guarantee you right now, you let the American people vote on term limits, you motherfuckers will get a month and you're out of there. But it's only been 30 days. Nah, I don't like you. Get the fuck out of here. We will put some term limits on your ass. That needs to be on the fucking ballot. You guys got 2 terms. Why do they get an endless amount of terms and the president only gets 2? Fuck them. Term limits. That's number 1. Hunter Haas, thank you. Says the far left doesn't mind inflation. They create it, and they're not affected by it. They don't sacrifice. They've never had to choose, buy this or buy that. Look at these fuckers. They never had a job in the private sector. If they did, they wouldn't perform this way. You kidding me? Biden has never held a job in the private sector. He's never punched a clock. He's never had a boss. They've never had to sacrifice and make choices. They just get it all. Why not? Who's going to stop them? DJ John T, thank you. Hi, Jericho. Tell him to hit that like button. You know he's right. Like button, like and sub and like. Please. I don't get it. That's all it needs to be. Term limits. Get them the fuck out of here. If you're not doing our bidding and you're not helping us, then why are you here? You're a drain on us? Then why are you here? Oh, thought Biden was giving a speech. My bad. I heard the music. I was like, what the fuck does this fool have to say? But it wasn't him. It wasn't him. And now, stand and welcome the President of the United States, Joe Biden. This is him putting his jacket on. Clown show. Fucking clown show. That's all it is. He couldn't put his jacket on, guys. How old were you the last time you had trouble putting your jacket on? 6? Now, I know he's 176, but still, you should be able to put your coat on, you old fuck. My goodness. Thank you, Robert Manley. Manley. Bet that man got a firm handshake. Thank you for the 15. He says, Bill gave Hillary a diamond and Monica a pearl necklace. He did. Right here. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Fucking turd. They got, they say Capone and the Luciano and all these mob bosses are crime families. No, they're not. You better throw the Clintons in there. You better throw the Bidens in there. Government offer he can't refuse. You better throw them up there with the crime families. Gambino and all them. Add Clinton and Biden to it too. Because those are definitely crime syndicates. Just me. Thank you again. Nasty Nancy had the nerve to say nobody is above the law. Yeah, they think so because they make the laws that we have to abide by. What would happen to you if you were under the influence, you hit somebody in your vehicle to the point where both vehicles are totaled? You think there'd be a problem getting the body cam footage for your ass? For your tax-paying regular ass? Huh? You think they're going to come and have, do you think the DA? You think the DA is going to come out and give a press conference on your fucking case? Why? Who the fuck are you? But them? Oh no, they roll out the red carpet. No, we can't. Oh, the body cam, I can't. The California Highway Patrol has the body cam footage and they have the authority to release it. They've been given the green light by the DA. But you know who the CHP also is? CHP also provides security for the governor of California. Uh-oh. So hold on. Let's connect this shit. Because we used to live in a world when there were conspiracy theories, but that world is no more. Because the shit we thought could never happen 10 years ago, they're signing into fucking law. So let's connect these dots, shall we? Nancy Pelosi's husband, who is Gavin Newsom's uncle, who is the governor of California. So the governor of California's uncle gets in a car accident and he's under the influence. So the group who has possession of the body cam footage is also the group that provides security for Paul Pelosi's nephew. So if your uncle's in some shit and the group that has the video of it works for you, well, it would behoove you to not let them release the footage. No, I'm not in a Hollywood studio. This isn't a script. This shit is real life. But I guess nobody is above the law. Nobody who pays taxes. Fucking sick. Ranson Shan, thank you. He says, I work DoorDash. I can't even count how many restaurants have signs either begging for applicants or warning customers that they're understaffed. You know what? That's a good point, Ranson Shan. My wife went somewhere this weekend and they said, oh, forgive us, we're understaffed. And then last weekend, when I went to visit my mom and we were coming back, we stopped at a restaurant and we didn't end up going there because they told us, hey, sorry, we're understaffed. Restaurant, summertime, understaffed? How the fuck is that? It's almost like people are making more money to stay at home. Huh. That's weird. Why would people do that? Why would a society do that? I don't know. Maybe to hold on to power. Maybe so you have to come to them and beg like the fucking little kid they want you to be. Thank you, Hunter Haas. Again, another super chat because your shirt is dope, my man. Thank you. It's oh, here, let me move this so you can see it. It's a Randy Watson. Give it up for him. Randy Watson from Coming to America. Reverend Brown, he's been Reverend since I was a little boy. To me, that's a Christmas movie. I know you got It's a Wonderful Life and shit like that, but Coming to America, that's a Christmas movie. So is Lethal Weapon and Die Hard. I don't hear nothing about it. Dude boy, great question. Where's the list of Ghislaine Maxwell's clientele? Dynamax Soul Glow. That's right. She's your queen to be. I love it. I believe the children are our future. Thank you. Thank you. That boy's good. Oh, man. Corn pop. Sexual chocolate. He said. You guys gonna make me go watch that shit. You're gonna make me go watch it. I just watched Mark for Death last night. I'm going on Gabe Eltaeb's channel. I was on his channel last week talking about Truth, their new comic, him and Dave Williams, Truth, Justice, American Way. I'll be on his channel tomorrow, and we'll be breaking down Mark for Death. So I had to do some homework. Even though I've seen that movie 150 times as a kid, I wanted to refresh it. And there are some scenes in there where you see differently now that now that you're grown up. But anyway, I'll talk about that tomorrow. Glenn Bauckham. Thank you very much for the twomp. Says Jericho, I have my Betsy Ross terrorist, extremist, militia flag flying. And as DJT, Donald J. Trump said, they're not after me, they're after you. I'm just in the way. Exactly. He is in the way. He is the closest thing we've ever had to a regular guy becoming president. And I know a regular guy is not a billionaire and didn't grow up as one. But he's the first president we have that has not been intertwined, entangled, meshed with, skin grafted into some fucked up corrupt group, some lobbyist or some foreign country, some foreign government. He was off the streets. He was showing up to the frat party like Rodney Dangerfield. Hey, I give no respect at all. What's going on here? He wasn't connected to these fuckers. That's why I didn't care about him. First day, man, what? Paris Accord? Get that shit out of here. Iran deal, man, get that shit out of here. NATO, hold on. Who's paying what? Who are we providing security for around the world who ain't giving a shit? Because the last guy we had in there was just a little bitch that all the countries got in a circle and put him in the middle and pushed him back and forth, putting their hands in his pocket. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, here, you want somebody? Here you go. Here, I'll sign the check. I'll just sign the check and you fill in the amount. Okay, sorry about that. Barry, you bitch. And who was his right hand? Who was his right hand old man? This fucking gummer we got in the White House now. Fuck out of here. Sorry, if you can't dress yourself, I don't want you with your finger over the red button, dog. You know, them Marines and shit, them Secret Service standing there just like, man, shit. They didn't even help him. Sir, let me help. They didn't do shit. They said, just let him. Let him. Don't touch him. Let him. Fuck. Worst damn dude I ever had to protect. My goodness. Bill Brown II. You better respect somebody named Bill Brown. Sound like a local politician running for office. Vote for me, Bill Brown. Thank you, Bill. It feels like all we do is talk about it, protests don't work, and they don't care how we really fight against something. How do we really fight against something like this without sacrifice? We don't fight for something like this without sacrifice. That's why I'm saying in November they need to pay. These are unprecedented times. We've never been treated like this before. This stuff has never happened to us before. COVID lockdown? What? When? When does that ever happen? Paying people to stay home? When does that ever happen? Americans being threatened that if you don't let us put this in you, we're going to take your job? You got to take a test every week to keep your job? That's never happened before. You got us. You knocked us against the ropes. You scrambled our eggs. We were dizzy for a minute, but we're coming back. We ain't never been hit that hard before. We can shake it off. It'll take a minute, but we need to do something about it. The only thing they understand is losing their job. That's it. Because this is why they're doing this, is to keep their position. So we must take what is most precious away from them. And don't get it twisted. They'll get all schmeagle about it. My precious. They're not going to give that power up easily. But as hard as they fight to keep it, is as hard as we need to fight to take that shit away. This is what matters to you. This is what's precious. We need to take it. When you punish your children, what do? You find what they like, you take it away until you get what you want. Same thing. Rotten bitches. Josh Martin, thank you very much. Nice beard. Appreciate it. I just shaved last night. But it's the thing with beards. See, when you got a beard or a mustache, goatee, any kind of hair, facial hair you're trying to edge up, I didn't do it this time, but I've done it many times. You try to chase that line, that perfect edge up, make it match. You end up chasing the line. Next thing you know, it's all off. One side's longer than the other. It's all fucked up. Been there. But thanks, Josh. Appreciate that. Georgia Peach. Thank you very much. I don't know if my super chat donation went through, so I'm sending another. First, I love the show, and you're amazing. Love it. Thank you very much, Georgia Peach. I did not see your other super chat. There is a possibility that I missed it. I really try not to. I try to scour the comment section and make sure I get them all. So if I did, I'm sorry, but I got that one. Thank you, Betty Mush. Georgia Peach. My brother lives in Georgia. Savannah. Down in the swampy area where it gets hot as shit. Dominic in Las Vegas. Oh, hold on, Dominic in Las Vegas. I saw your super chat. It came in at the last second. I have it written down right here. So we'll do your other super chat first. But it's from yesterday. And right when I was signing off, I saw it pop up. But it was too late for me to go back and restart the live. But the super chat from Dominic in Las Vegas says, hey, Jericho, when I get a scammer, because I was talking yesterday how I like to fuck with those scammers and call you, hello, my name is Marta and I'm from the U.S. Department of, no, you're not. But I was talking about that, and he says, when I get a scammer, I get my audio player and blast annoying sounds that are recorded on it. Works like a charm. I need to do that shit too. Anything to piss them off. I love it. But another one, thank you, Dominic in Las Vegas, says the FBI should drop the suits and wear brown shirts. They are no longer law enforcement. They are enforcers. Yes, I commented on that somewhere yesterday that this is very brown shirty of them. This is very, thugs released into the population kind of thing. This is not American. That's what I mean. This is not American. We don't do this shit. This happens in fucked up foreign countries. Not here. We are the standard. We need to act like it. Some sick shit, man. That's right. They need to put on some brown shirts and armbands so we know exactly who the fuck you are. We know exactly who to look out for. Man. Some Gestapo shit. And you don't hear none of those empty suit cocksuckers saying nothing about it. Nothing. American people, the American people, American people. Well, the American people are getting fucked. Help us. Nah. We'd rather watch you flounder. Fuck you guys. Anytime you hear them say the American people, you know they're full of shit. Because we are the last motherfuckers that you care about. You know they're lying. Well, the American people, fuck you. Andrea Viola, thank you. Mr. Pelosi, why would an 80-plus-year-old man be driving a Porsche after leaving a party while his wife was out of town? In my opinion, there was a woman in the car. Yeah, there are reports of another person being in the vehicle, unnamed, and he sat in the vehicle until the cop showed up. He didn't get out. Probably. Could you imagine? Would you want to get on top of Nancy? Ugh. Damn, y'all. Why'd you? Sorry about that. Ooh, I don't know what happened. Would you want to climb on top of a nude? Oh, shit. Let me try to get through it again. Could you imagine Nancy Pelosi holding those bad boys up? Holding those wrinkled ass Homer Simpson's dad's neck, looking legs up? and you just stare down and that cavernous twat, a bat or two will probably come flying out of there, and you got to get on top of that? Oh, I don't blame him. I don't support infidelity, but if your wife is Nancy Pelosi, fuck. She was out of town. He was like, thank God I don't have to hunch on top. Nancy, could you imagine Nancy backing it up on you? Huh? Could you imagine her backing it up, showing you that skin bridge? Ugh. Whew. And she knew. She has to know. She probably paid some young kid, wherever she was, to break her, to bust her back out. Ooh, that poor kid. That dude needs a new dick. But he probably did have a woman in the car in his 2021 Porsche, flying down the road all fucked up. Had the top down, probably got cocaine blowing out of that bitch. Remember that scene in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas where they're in a convertible and Benicio del Toro, he plays his lawyer, and he opened up this salt shaker full of coke and the wind blew it everywhere? That's probably happened to them. That's probably why he crashed. You see what God just did to his man? God didn't do that. You're a fucking narcotics agent. I knew it. If you've seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about. Top down, titties out, Nancy's out of town. When the old ass, disgusting, drunk cat is away, the mice will play. When the old, decrepit, nasty, drunk, fucked up cat is away, the mice will take drugs and crash into people. Is that how the saying goes? I forget. Shit. Ooh, why'd you even put that thought in my mind, Andrea Viola? Ooh. He probably got sick and tired of oh my God. Or what if she's on top and she just looks like a fucking, like a chow. You know them dogs that got the wrinkles and shit? She's on top of you riding it and all this shit. Her face, her neck, her titties are all sagging down, look like stalactites. You gotta look up at that and try to keep the drugs you just took down. Poor man. Hey, hold on. I don't mean to play no matchmaker up in here, but J954, thank you for the super chat, but I guess I gotta read it. Says Georgia Peach, you look fine. AF, holla at your boy. All right, here we go. You guys do hook up, I'll preside over your nuptials, assuming that Miss Georgia Peach is not already taken. Brian King B. Falcon. Oh, come on, man. Why are you? Ugh, this is the most pledged statement I've ever seen. Doggy style. Oh, could you imagine? She bends over and all you hear is, ooh. As that fog just comes off of that swamp. Oh, not with your dick and me pushing. No thanks. I guess Paul couldn't do it. That's why he's on drugs. You look at that thing. You look at that old brown eye staring back at you and tell me you don't want to take narcotics. That's a tall order. That's a tall, disgusting order. Brian King be fogging. He says, will she bust a nut or bust a dust? When she nuts, it's just, that's what it sounds like. Oh, hold on, Paul. Oh, I'm almost there. Disgusting. Woo. Anyway, sorry to everybody. Blonde Thought says, stop. All right, my bad. My guys might be trying to eat. Okay. Yes, Game Hinge Patriot. I'm not going to be the only one with that thought. Scary Harry Flanagan. Yeah, Benicio del Toro. I didn't even know that was him till years later. Because he put on a bunch of weight to play that part. Daryl Cheek. She probably looks like the creeper from Jeepers Creepers when she gets naked. I'd rather see the creeper from Jeepers Creepers naked than her. But they got the same wings. That's what she'll do. She'll grab you, and then she encases you in her wings, and it takes you up in a tree somewhere and drains you of your bodily fluids. Duke Con, yeah, probably was a hooker. They're used to doing gross shit. Concussed, nothing wrong with saggy tits, no. But Nancy's titties are more than that. They're more than saggy, believe me. Believe that shit. Oof. That shit looks rough. They probably look like those Mylar balloons you get from like the grocery store for somebody's birthday. And after like 3 days, the shit's floating like this high off the ground. It's still got a little bit in it, but it's like wrinkled and like, I don't know, sallow. Lisa Alice. Alice? I'm going to say Alice. Hello, Mr. Green from the Netherlands. What's up? We got the Netherlands in here. We got Sweden, Guptefugenbergen, yeah. We got everybody up in here. Haven't heard from Canada today. That's all right. Melanie, what's up? The Salty New Yorican. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Ugh. Anyway, can we move on to something else? Don't forget mygreengear.com, jerichogreen.net. Usually I take care of my business at the top of the hour, but that just struck me differently. Had to talk about it. But don't worry, this live stream is brought to you by History is Being Made. Thanks to a new study, there is strong evidence to suggest collagen is one of the best supplements in the world to help reduce the appearance of skin aging. Researchers found the supplement helped improve the skin elasticity and hydration of over 1,100 people. That's why I've been using it, and the other products do not contain the same level of the 5 critical important types of collagen for bright, even, and younger-looking skin like my favorite collagen does. It combines the right types and the right amount of collagen your skin needs to help rejuvenate its elasticity. Unlock your secret to health and aging with this amazing powder. Health with Jericho is notorious for selling out due to its high demand. If you order now, you'll get 51% off, free shipping, and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Get yours while you still can by going to healthwithjericho.com or visiting the link below. Oof. So now what? Oh, big shout out. Let me give a big shout out to Josh, an Army vet. Thank you for your service. And of course, that's from your loving sister, Athena. Now, who's older? Are you older? Josh? Were you kind to your younger sister? I hope so, because I myself am a younger sibling. So I'm always batting for the baby of the family, the youngest. I know what it's like. Or are you the oldest, Athena, and he's your younger brother? I hope you were kind to him. We'll see. Thank you, Carmen Douglas, for the super sticker. Appreciate that. The sticker's super, and so are you. Yeah, sorry, Carmelina Fato. There's not enough collagen in the world to bring back that saggy demon. She is void of moisture. That's why, maybe that's part of the reasons why she's in bed with China. She needs a constant supply of dead Chinese prisoners to rejuvenate her skin and keep her alive. John D. He says, I'm from Canada, Jericho. Well, hey there, you hoser. What are you talking about? Oh, I'm just playing. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. I think, there's really no good news today. But one thing I wanted to talk about yesterday was this church in New York City. New York City, get a rope. Ooh, they couldn't say that now. Could you say get a rope in a commercial now? No, of course. Because of the poor people of color. It would conjure up memories of blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. I wish they would, though. Mr. Kojak. Who loves you, baby? All right. Only because you asked me to, but this will never really happen. But he says in the commercial voice, this live stream is brought to you by Pfizer, the company that puts something experimental in your body. Hope you don't die. Thank you for that, Mr. Kojak. Mr. Kojak, if that's your real name. Bryant Lawson, thank you. What goes around comes around. Payback is a bitch. It better be. Fortunately, the pendulum always swings the other way. So let's get to swinging, shall we? Please, let's get to swinging the other way. So speaking of what we need to swing away from, there's this church in New York, and this happened, I believe, in June, but the video was just released recently. And it's a church, big-ass church, like a cathedral. The long row, the long the pews, and then the long aisle down the middle, and the stage and the statues and the artwork. I mean, it's a giant church. But it was tainted because this church and the show was sponsored by some hoity-toity private school where the tuition is like $59,000, $60,000 a year. And this show was put on and organized by some students and some group. There's a group there that's an LGBT alphabet soup group, Ku Klux Trans group at the school. And they put on this show at the church, in the fucking church. They had a drag queen come and perform at the church. Now, how all the holy water didn't start boiling is beyond me. But what kind of weak-ass church, what kind of weak-ass priest is in charge of this church, is the head of this church? Because I thought religion, whether it be Christian, Catholic, Muslim, a Pentecostal, whatever, religions are usually against this performer's lifestyle. So why would you allow that shit in church? And the fool was performing to thunderous applause. People were standing up, giving this fool a standing ovation for dressing in a cartoonish manner, like what you think women dress up like. The fucked up makeup looked like the dude from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Some woman's outfit, thigh-high boots. I wouldn't want to see a woman dressed like that in church. But this fool got up there and was lip singing some song, or I think it was Patti LaBelle's version of Over the Rainbow. Side note, nobody else should ever sing that song again. That is Judy Garland's song. Nobody can do it like her. Stop trying. Anyway, and the school, the parents, you pay all that money and you let them do a drag show in front of your kids? What about the kids who didn't want to be there? And if you were a kid who said, I don't want to go to that, how are you going to be treated? But fuck the church, or fuck the parents. Fuck them. They're stupid. The church. You have a specific set of rules that you were supposed to abide by. It comes in a book. The book may have different names, but that rule specifically is the same. So what kind of weak-ass progressive priest are you to allow that? Are you one of these, oh, well, there can be gay priests and priests can get married? And Dino Mike, yes. Oh, I thought you said pipes. It's pies. Great pies there, LaBelle. And Patti LaBelle is a great voice. She's a classic, iconic voice. But she should have left that song alone. But what kind of weak-ass pastor are you, priest? because it looked like a Catholic church. What kind of weak-ass priest are you to allow that shit to happen in your church? You must be one of these priests who, like the Pope, who says that Jesus was for the vaccination. Jesus was for the poke. Jesus would want you to get poked. Really? I didn't know they had those back then when he was around. You one of these progressive priests? Some things don't have any place together. Progressive and priest is one of them. There should be no progressive priest. What does that mean? That usually means some bullshit like this, where a fucking cross-dressing Ku Klux Trans member can perform in your church in front of children. You suck, Father so-and-so. You suck bad. CLJ, thank you for the twant. Cheers to all Americans. Yes. Because that's who it's going to take to save this bitch. I couldn't believe that shit. What kind of priest? You got a rule book. And it's all the rules are numbered. And you let that shit happen in your church? Sorry, bruh. My rule book says we can't abide by this. We can't condone it. I don't hate you. I don't want bad things to happen to you. But my rule book, my owner's manual, says that I can't condone this shit. Sorry. This is the life that I chose. This is the path that I chose. So the path that I chose comes with a rule book, and the rule book states I can't be down with this. So if you don't want to be a priest or a preacher or a pastor or a bishop or whatever, then don't. But if you are, you need to follow the rules. You can't change them. You can't modify them. You can't take them out. You can't move them around and use them when it's convenient for you. Those are the rules. If you don't like the rules, find a new job. But this job says we can't support this. So why are you supporting it? That shit's weird, man. That shit is weird. Gamehenge, Patriot. Yes, that's their ultimate goal, is unfettered access to your kids. This priest let that don't make no damn sense. That don't make no damn sense. I don't get it. The rules state Marky Mark, don't say that. Don't say that. That's not nice. That's not nice, sir. That shit's just stupid. If you don't like what the rules say, then get the fuck out. You can't change the rules. You can't do that. The rules say we can't be down with this shit. So don't. Move on. Find something else. Start your own church. People do it all the time. Disgusting, man. Disgusting. Great point, Michelle Saladin. I can't stand Biden and his cronies. They're so dirty. No regards for human life. And did you know that China is buying up our farmland and this is allowed? Yes, I've mentioned that before. That makes no sense to me. You're my enemy? Oh, you hate me? Fine. Here's the land that we use to grow our food on, because nothing can go wrong there. You would never turn on us, would you, Mr. Enemy? All right. I'm gonna trust you. Here's a few 100,000 acres of prime farmland, the best farmland in the world. There's been time after time documented cases of you fucking us over, of you infecting our population, but I'm gonna trust you. It's been documented that you've tried and been successful in destabilizing our currency, but I'm going to trust you. I'm going to give you hundreds of thousands of acres of our prime farmland that we use to feed each other, because in no way would you try to poison that land so it doesn't render us food. You wouldn't do that to us, would you, Mr. China? You wouldn't develop some kind of technology to make that land null and void and fuck us over so we can't feed our population, would you, Mr. China? All right, Mr. China, go ahead and put it in, but you promised to be gentle. All right, China, I'm tugging my red, white, and blue pants down around my patriotic ankles. You told me you'd be gentle, China. I trust you. All right, China, here's the bottle of KY, but you said you'd use a lot and it wouldn't hurt. I trust you. How fucking stupid are they? You don't sell our damn farmland to our enemy, you stupid asshole. That's like letting your enemy that you hate, they hate you. You've been going after each other for years, but you let them move into your house. Not only do you let them move into your house, but you give them the room that you got all your guns in. Because they would never cut you off from that room so you can't defend yourself, would they? Stupid motherfuckers. Anyway, guys, I got to get up out of here. But first, history is being made. Thanks to a new study, there's strong evidence to suggest collagen is one of the best supplements in the world to help reduce the appearance of skin aging. Researchers found the supplement helped improve the skin elasticity and hydration of over 1,100 people. That's why I've been using it. Other products do not contain the same level of the 5 critical important types of collagen for bright, even, and younger looking skin like my favorite collagen does. It combines the right types and the right amount of collagen your skin needs to help rejuvenate its elasticity. Unlock your secret to health, aging with this amazing powder. Health with Jericho is notorious for selling out due to its high demand. If you order now, you'll get 51% off, free shipping, and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Get yours while you still can by going to healthwithjericho.com or by visiting the link below. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do now? Why do I have to go now? Because my daughter is having a sleepover. So we got to make sure they have food, they have beverage, they have entertainment. So I'm going to do shit around the house to prepare for that because I love, sorry guys, it's dusty in here. Because I love my daughter. Oh, I got through it. I knew I would. Yeah, man. Let's get the hell up out of here. I'm about to do a video that I will upload today. I'm also going to do a video that you will only find on JerichoGreen.net, only $3.99 a month to get access to those exclusive videos that you will see nowhere else. So let me get it started. Thank you, everybody. In the comment section, None the Miser. I've let my daughter paint my nails before. I don't know what kind of hair they're gonna do, but I've done that before. It's my little girl. I only have her for so long. But thank you guys for your comments, your questions, your donations. I appreciate it. I mean that shit. I say it every day because I mean it. Thank you. You guys could be doing many other things. You could have your face buried in your phone somewhere else watching some other shit, but you're here with me. Thank you. There's so much shit to talk about. I'm about to go off on some shit on these videos. I mean, just so much shit, man. We need to do something about it. Because like I said, if they're going to do that to a billionaire who was president of the United States, and they won't do that to us, we're ants to them. They're the little boys with the magnifying glass, and we're the little ants scurrying around trying to get away from the light beam, trying not to be burned. Don't fucking care about us. Hold on. Lord German Husbando sent you $1.99 earlier. I did not see it. I apologize. If you want to shoot me an email and tell me what you said, I will gladly read it mañana. And Ellerly Cabatoni. I have never seen that name before. Ellery Cabertoni. I hope I said that right, or at least got close. But they say, do AOC. I hope you mean do the AOC impersonation, because I have no intentions on doing the actual AOC. But I will do my impression of Loco Cortez. And here we go. Loco Cortez, you motherfuckers. Her womb is so polluted. She can have my fucking baby, man. Bam Bam Bigelow, that's not true. He says Jericho's about to put in some work that goes unappreciated. Not at all. She might not appreciate it now. I understand what you mean by that. But later in life, she will. She will appreciate these moments, these good times that I created for her. But now, no, I don't give a shit. All right, people, I'm going to do what I do. I will see you here tomorrow, hopefully 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're not here, you're in the wrong damn place. Say it with me. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.